Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl, and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Rice Owls, taking on the #1 team in the land, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UTEP's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Back to throw, it's McGee. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Back to the quarterback. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Miners will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So the Rice Owls offense has the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Coming after it. Makes the catch. It's Atkins. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's loose on the right. At the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, it's McGee. Fires to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the run. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. he's looking to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's loose down the left side. At the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Owls will hustle to the line. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll test the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburner's coming. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Unloads quickly. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They've got the screen set up. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Miners are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Carter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time, using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's got it! Touchdown, Owls!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
Difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Looking for a man. It's McGee. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jolly. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Sends it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, UTEP! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from El Paso. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Miners will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Rice rushes to the line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It leads to second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Mayer. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Movement here from the tight end. Now on the counter. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Jolly. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Boy, if that first down play was any... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by 10 to UAB. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Falk. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Got it behind the line. It's Carter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Rice rushes to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Miners! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Looking for room. It's Atkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. The corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that ball is picked off. That kind of play can really get you going. Not only with a great field position for the 0 at the 37. The offense starts with a short field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Miners are threatening in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, wants to throw it. Uncorks it. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, UTEP! And the punishment has been extended. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Falk. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. A third and long coming up here. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The Owls look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Trying to get to it. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Buys a little time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UTEP. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. The give out of the gun. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Jenkins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll throw it on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes.
Oh, there's the ball. And he falls on top of his own fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Looking for the score. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.